Welcome back to another Davis Does Weather live stream. Tonight we are not going to be doing severe weather coverage. We're going to let that go because things have been relatively tame today other than some significant damaging winds up into sections of West Virginia and Pennsylvania. However, we have got to talk back to another Davis Does Weather live stream. Okay, tonight we are not... I can hear myself, but we have got ourselves quite an event here to break down that has been unfolding over the past couple days across sections of the Mid-South. We have had nearly 40 fatalities reported. We've had about 37 reported so far, but that number continues to rise, so it's probably closer to 40, maybe even higher than that. So, again, we have had a devastating tornado outbreak over the weekend. Again, we had several strong to even some violent tornadoes, especially across sections of Arkansas and Missouri. And in this stream, we're going to be talking about those. And one of these tornadoes, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know what we're talking about, has got the very real potential, in my opinion, to receive an EF5 rating, which would be historic, because if you don't know, we have not had an EF5 tornado in 12 years, or, yeah, right, it would have been around 12 years. So, tonight with me, we do have Levi.
What's up?
And Jesse.
Yo!
And then Mr. Storm should be joining in about 5 to 10 minutes, he said. But, again, how is everybody doing tonight, Chad? I hope y'all are having an amazing day. Again, I was kind of chilling there in the stream for a few minutes before we started. But what's up, Kevin, Gooseman, Indiana Hamilton, CPT Jarrett? We've had 3 EF4s now. I don't think so. I think we're still at 2. It's not going to be a June 1st level analysis. I can tell you that much right now. June 1st is a very, very, very good tornado. What do you want to even call that? Analysizer, I guess you could say. So, anyways, let's go ahead and Let's go ahead and jump right into this. Again, the 2 EF4 tornadoes that we have had so far are the Diaz Arkansas tornado and the Franklin Arkansas tornado. Also, you could call that the Cherokee Village Arkansas tornado. That's the bigger population center that it did end up hitting. Again, a lot of the fatalities have been confirmed, but they have not been updated on Wikipedia yet. However, we have had 21 different fatalities updated on Wikipedia here, 3 of which coming from Bakersfield, Missouri, 3 of which coming from, I believe, Buren Missouri, 3 of which coming from our Diaz Arkansas tornado, 6 fatalities, 6 already from our Tylertown Mississippi tornado, 2 fatalities from our Gordo Alabama tornado, and then 1 fatality from another Alabama tornado. So if you're not aware, we have had, again, some very significant tornadoes. Again, the biggest ones likely being Tylertown, Mississippi. We're also going to be talking about Bakersfield, Missouri being in the conversation, but again, especially Diaz, Arkansas, and we're going to get into later why, but there are several more tornadoes on this map here that I think have the potential to get upgraded to an EF4 rating. But as of right now, the exact statistics go that we've had 8 tornadoes rated at EF0 intensity, 9 rated at EF1, 6 rated at EF2, 6 at EF3, and 2 at EF4. If you're not aware, at this time last year, we had 0 EF4 tornadoes, and 2024 was one of the most active tornado seasons in history. So this is a very, very early season tornado outbreak. This one outbreak itself almost caused as many fatalities as the entire year of 2024. Let that sink in. In 2024, we had about 60 tornadic-related deaths. In this event, we had about 40 in one weekend. So again, a very, very early season potent severe weather outbreak. So, again, we're going to start off by taking a look at our more significant tornadoes here. The first thing that I want to look at is Diaz, Arkansas, obviously. Again, this was a very, very, very violent tornado. This was slabbing homes. Again, we were tracking this live as it went down. Again, these are a bunch of pictures of slabbed homes, flipped cars thrown hundreds of feet at times. Now, the deal with this tornado is not only was it very strong, and not only was it destroying homes, but it was completely slabbing them. And guys, these are described by the National Weather Service as, quote, very well-built homes with anchor beams that are being slabbed. And it gets more insane. Not only are these homes being slabbed, again, here's another picture of slabbed homes. Again, there's a lot of them. There is. there is literal cracks in the concrete foundation from the slab left from this tornado. So, again, a very violent tornado with plenty of contextuals to support an EF5 rating. I personally think that it will go EF5, and here's the reason why. There was a few months ago that the National Weather Service put together a thread on why EF5 tornadoes don't end up happening too much anymore. They deleted that tweet, which is pretty insane. Again, we have had a very, very significant outbreak, but the Diaz, Arkansas tornado was without a doubt the strongest one of the bunch. While I go ahead and get some radar data up here from this that I can kind of show you guys, Levi and Jesse, we'll start with Levi. What are your thoughts on the Diaz, Arkansas tornado here? Do you think it'll go EF5? Do you think it was the strongest tornado of the night? What are your overall thoughts?
I feel like it has the potential. It has a strength, in my opinion, to go EF5, but it really depends on who's surveying it. As I know, I've talked with NWS employees. Some people are more aggressive with ratings than others. There is a checklist you go through to rate it, but there's a little bit of opinion mixed in with that, so I can't confidently say what it'll be or what I think it will be, but I think it has the potential to.
Yeah, I like that. So, Jesse, what are your thoughts? Also, by the way, Mr. Storm is here now if you want to say hi.
What's up, everyone?
Jesse, do you think this will go EF5?
I don't know. It, like Levi said, it really does depend on who's surveying it, but in my opinion, from the damage that we've seen, I think this will go EF5.
And here's something on that. This is such, again, an intense tornado where we are going to likely have dozens of survey teams by the time that everything is said and done. So we are going to get the most accurate information possible from the National Weather Service. So whether it goes EF5 or if it stays EF4, there are going to be people on Twitter and social media everywhere that freak out, but it is likely going to be what it is. All right, we're not going to get an inaccurate rating from the National Weather Service on this one because they are going to have to do so many surveys with so many different teams. Again, this is technically National Weather Service Little Rock zone, but I wouldn't be surprised if they have some folks out from Memphis go and survey it as well. Maybe even some from like Springfield, Missouri, Paducah, Kentucky. Again, we've got ourselves a big mess to clean up out here. Again, 3 fatalities confirmed so far, and you're thinking, Davis, if this was one of the most violent tornadoes of the night, how did this only cause 3 fatalities? Well, the good news is that this was a very, very small town. Diaz, Arkansas holds about a couple hundred people here. Those fatalities don't actually come from Diaz either. They come from the Fitzgerald-Jacksonport area and then from the Tuckerman region as well. But the fatalities that did occur, I believe, were from a mobile home park, if I'm not mistaken here. But again, debris signature was evident on radar tens of thousands of feet up into the atmosphere. This thing was, again, slapping homes with anchor beams. So if that doesn't tell you that this was a very violent tornado, I don't know what does. Here's a look at the velocities as this tornado was on the ground and at its most violent point. Again, this is from the Little Rock radar here. Again, we have winds going at 145 miles an hour going one way. The other way is a little glitched out because this is a pretty poor radar coverage zone, and again, it is just such a violent tornado that it does kind of mess with the velocities there. But if we take a look from the Memphis radar here, if we actually go over and check it out, we can see a very similar picture here. Dang it, now it's taken me back to the wrong radar time, but let me go ahead and get that pulled up here. Mr. Storm, while I do that, what are your thoughts? Do you think this will go EF5, and do you think this was the strongest tornado of the night?
Yeah, so I mean, this obviously, the devastation from this has been pretty incredible. Now, I think that, I have seen personally a lot of people on Twitter especially that have said that they think that if they do upgrade the preliminary rating that we may see a 200 mile per hour EF4. Now, I do think that there's a very, very possible chance that this will be upgraded to EF5, as obviously the concrete foundation of the home was cracked. So I think that if we do see this upgrade to EF5, that'll likely be one of the indicators. But there were entire well-built homes basically reduced to rubble and lifted off their foundations. So this is obviously a very, very high-end tornado. I think this is definitely at least the strongest tornado of the March 14th outbreak. Now, I think that this was likely the strongest out of the whole thing. But obviously, there are many more tornadoes that were very, very significant as well. Many more violent tornadoes to survey. And am I wrong about this, or I just I think I found out that a third tornado got rated EF4. Is that correct?
I saw that report in my chat. I don't know if that's confirmed. If we do, what do we know what tornado it is?
That was Indiana Hamilton, I think. So if you're still here, can you know what tornado that was? Because I saw a third.
Because I don't think that's confirmed, but
I also would like to point out this is the second time in history we've had a 190 mile per hour preliminary rating. And the last one that we had that for was the 2013 Moore, Oklahoma EF5. So
is that the last time we saw a 190 preliminary rating was 2013 Moore. So I mean, there is a very, very real chance that this will go EF5, but I think there also is a very high chance as well that if this does get upgraded, it may go 200 EF4. So we'll see. But yeah.
By the way, I just wanted to point out, this is not the only other time that a 190 mile an hour rating was given. This was just the last time. This was not the only other time. We've had tornadoes get F5 and even F6 preliminary ratings. A good example, Xenia, Ohio. So this is not the only other time that there was a 190 preliminary rating given out, but it is the last time, which is still very, very impressive and noteworthy. Because again, obviously Newcastle Moore was a very violent tornado. So if we're talking about anything comparable to that, then we have, again, a significant catastrophe on the ground there in Diaz, Arkansas. Now, that's enough about the Diaz, Arkansas tornado for now, I think, just because we've got so much else to get into tonight. There was another tornado that has been given a preliminary F4 rating, and that is the Franklin, Arkansas tornado. And this tornado actually was given a 170 mile an hour tag. I would not be surprised to see that get upgraded a couple stages, potentially up to 175, maybe even 180, because this actually did also slab homes. Now, it didn't do quite as impressive damage in the sense that, like, these weren't quite as well-built homes, but still very, very significant pictures coming out from Johnson County there, from Franklin, Arkansas, of mostly slabbed homes. Again, very, very strong tornado there. It looks like there's actually a picture here of a school bus flipped. I believe this was the Franklin, Arkansas tornado that caused this. Never mind. This was in 2011. All right, ignore what I just said there.
Well,
that was not this event, believe it or not. But in all seriousness, we did have significantly damaged homes, and again, even some that you could argue were slabbed homes. So again, very dangerous tornado there that caused potentially, again, catastrophic impacts based off what we're seeing from the surface. So, again, I want to get your guys' thoughts on this one because the Franklin, Arkansas tornado, we had to have been live for that one, but I don't remember specifically covering it. However, we did cover this one whenever it entered the Cherokee Village area. Again, we are calling this the Franklin/Cherokee Village tornado, but so far the EF4 DI came from Franklin, Arkansas, I believe, so that's why it's being referred to as the Franklin, Arkansas tornado. So again, very significant TDS there on radar. Again, that is a debris signature that is indicative of debris being lifted, 20, even 25,000 feet up into the atmosphere. Again, velocities there, very intense and violent. Again, we're talking about 130 miles an hour going one way. Again, the other way's glitched because horrible radar coverage out here. That was another thing with this outbreak that made things a whole lot more intense. One, it was at nighttime, and two, we had no radar coverage at all for some of these tornadoes, especially like the Van Buren, Missouri tornado. But this is a look from the Memphis radar. It actually has black pixels, maxed out pixels, 171 miles an hour going one way. So again, a very very violent tornado there that impacted Franklin. Now, at this point, whenever that radar scan did come in, this was actually at a time where it was going over a pretty rural area, not a lot of homes out here, but a lot of trees and stuff like that. So, again, I want to know your guys' thoughts on the Franklin tornado. Specifically, do you think that it'll get upgraded from a 170 tag to slightly higher? And also, what do you think overall about it? What's up, other Levi? Again, we're calling you other Levi this stream just because Levi's on the call. But anyway, Levi, go ahead and start us off with your thoughts on this. Levi on the call.
Would you mind repeating the question? I'm putting together a flood pack.
Yeah, you're good. We're asking if you think the Franklin, Arkansas tornado will get upgraded a couple stages because it's currently sitting at a 170 mile an hour damage tag, but we are seeing photos of slabbed homes that could be indicative of slightly higher than that.
I think it goes 180, honestly.
Thinking 180? Yeah, I'd say that's definitely realistic. Jesse, what are you thinking?
It didn't hit. From what I'm seeing, it didn't hit very much well-built buildings, so I don't think they'll have a good enough of a building to have a 180 plus damage indicator. I don't know though. I've just only seen weaker houses that have been hit.
Yeah, that's definitely fair. Again, not really well-built structures out here that were hit. At least not compared to the Diaz Arkansas tornado. Again, it's about the same level of damage. Diaz is slightly more intense, but again, those homes with the Diaz Arkansas tornado were much more well-built. They were anchor beamed and everything. So that was the Franklin tornado. Again, very violent and extremely impressive contextuals as well. Another tornado that I want to point out was the Cave City, Arkansas tornado, because this one also did end up causing 3 fatalities. Again, another pretty strong tornado there in northeastern Arkansas. Again, this was the point of the night where we were just seeing PDS after PDS after PDS, and then the Torrey and Missouri obviously kind of distracted us. But northeastern Arkansas, without a doubt, was the most active region of March 14th. Again, this tornado also did end up tracking through Black Rock, Arkansas, the west side of the city, and ended up causing some significant damage over there. Currently, right now, the Cave City, Arkansas tornado is rated at high-end EF3 intensity. If we actually go ahead and pull up some damage photos from that, I can go ahead and get this up for you guys right now because I did not have a tab up for this, but as you can see, very significant damage to homes and structures. Not quite as impressive as our EF4 DIs though. However, I mean, this is the kind of damage that you don't see with your average tornado, okay? I mean, this is very significant. Again, we've got mangled debris and everything. I mean, homes mostly destroyed, just some interior walls standing. Overall, a very significant tornado there. So, again, right now it's been giving a rating of EF3, and personally, I think that it's going to stay at EF3, but I suppose it is possible that we could get an upgrade to an EF4. Again, there is mangled debris around debarked trees. That is how intense of a tornado this was, and it wasn't anywhere near the strongest one of the night, which is the craziest part. Again, this tornado killed 3, and I believe injured a significant amount as well. So, anyway, Jesse, what are your thoughts? Do you think this tornado will get upgraded to EF4? Do you not really have a strong opinion, or do you think it'll stay EF3?
I think it will stay EF3, just because this did go through a very populated area, and, we didn't really see, much, slabbed homes as we're seeing with our other 2 tornadoes. But, yeah, I think EF3 is a good rating for this.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So, next up, I want to take a look at another very significant tornado here, the Poplar Bluff, Missouri tornado. Now, the situation with this one was that it did end up, unfortunately, hitting a mobile home, and it was described by some as a mass casualty event. That might have been a bit exaggeratory, as this did only end up causing 3 fatalities that we are assured of right now, but again, that is 3 too many. Again, very significant tornado. You can see a clear, very strong tornado there on the velocities. Again, this is an area where we have horrible radar coverage here. Pretty much across the entire state of Missouri, but southern Missouri in particular here, horrible radar coverage. So no TDS was noted, at least not one that we can confirm was a definite debris signature. We did have what could have been a debris signature over Poplar Bluff, but it's mixed in with far too much contamination for us to be able to say what's debris and what's not. So again, if we go ahead and pull up some damage photos here from the Poplar Bluff, Missouri tornado here, again, the most significant damage ended up coming from the the mobile home park that this did end up hitting. It ended up causing 3 fatalities. Let's see if we can pull up the tornado here. Again, here's some pictures of damage from this tornado. Again, houses significantly damaged. Same thing with several businesses as well. Now, in my opinion, this tornado is probably going to be one of the lower end ones that we've discussed so far. While it did cause significant damage, again, that EF3 intensity is probably going to stick with it, I'd almost guarantee you, because there's not really any contextuals to support an upgrade to EF4. But certainly exterior walls collapsed. Again, a very strong tornado there, and again, it did unfortunately end up causing 3 fatalities. We were live for, again, pretty much all of these tonight, and that was no exception. We were live for that one, covering it on the ground. Again, a low-end EF3 there for Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Now, this is a tornado that, honestly, whenever I saw on the ground, we're going to talk about next year, Bakersfield, this one got me quite emotional. This was one of the most significant and textbook velocity couplets that I've ever seen on radar whenever it moved through the Bakersfield area. Again, a very, very violent tornado. If we actually go back here a little bit on radar, the Bakersfield, Missouri tornado. Again, this was one that I personally think has the potential to get upgraded to EF4 intensity, and we'll talk about why in a second. But first, I just want to show you guys the radar data that we are picking up here. For some reason, it's not wanting to load, so what we're going to do is get a picture of the velocities up from my phone, because again, I screenshotted this. I was very surprised this did not go tornado emergency. Again, in my opinion, this was one of the most violent tornadoes of the weekend. Again, a very significant velocity couplet noted on radar here. And if we go ahead and pull this up on your screen, again, I mean, this just really does leave you speechless. This is what the tornado looked like as it was moving over Bakersfield. Not around Bakersfield, not near Bakersfield, over Bakersfield. Again, this tornado ended up causing 3 fatalities. Again, it's not wanting to load on your screen for some reason, but I'm going to try my best to get it up here. If worst case scenario, we could end up pulling this up on Omega. Yeah, I knew that was coming. I really figured Jesse.
Sorry, did that come through my mic?
Yep.
Okay, my bad.
Anyway, I'm trying to get this up here for you guys, but for some reason the screencast is not working.
It's not working for me either.
Worst case scenario, it just doesn't work.
Let's see. I could actually just... it might take me a while if we scroll through my stream, because that was a very long stream. Well, here, you know what? I'll just go ahead and airdrop the image here, because, again, I want you guys to see this if you haven't already seen it. Again, one of the most textbook velocity couplets that I've seen since the Mayfield tornado. Right over Bakersfield, Missouri here. This was, again, an unbelievably significant tornado. Again, this is what things were looking like. We were talking about around 200 gate-to-gate shear as this moved over Bakersfield. Again, right now, the Bakersfield tornado has been given a preliminary EF3 rating, but personally, Blaine with the $1 dono. W. Blaine in the chat. Thank you so much.
W. Blaine.
Let's go ahead and get a little dono board set up. I wasn't even thinking about that tonight because, again, really our goal here is not to get donations or anything like that tonight. We would like to try and recap what happened the best possible. But, again, huge thank you to everybody that does donate. It is, again, appreciated just as always. So, again, huge thank you to Blaine there for the $1 donation. Again, if you'd like to donate, you can do so by clicking on the button by the chat. So, anyway, again, as we were saying, preliminary rating of EF3. Now, I think this can get upgraded to EF4. Here is a picture of slabbed homes, entirely slabbed from Bakersfield, Missouri. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. It's not like, there's some exterior or some interior walls standing, rather. These are slabbed homes. So, again, a very, very significant tornado. We had vehicles thrown, mangled around like rag dolls. I mean, just an unbelievable monster. Again, this is the one that, as we were covering it live, I know I did. I stopped and said a little prayer. Again, this was a very concerning night for me and Vincent. One of the most intense nights of coverage that I think we've both ever done. Again, this was the tornado, one of the first ones that really made us a little emotional. Again, this was rated high-end EF3 preliminary, but this is almost certainly going to get upgraded to EF4. this was a very intense tornado, again, with completely slabbed homes. Now, admittedly, these are not well-built homes. You can tell just by looking at the slabs left. But either way, very significant. Seeing a slabbed home at all is a sign, in my opinion, that you should, unless it's a mobile home or a manufactured home, that a tornado should get an EF4 or higher rating. But again, in my opinion, one of the strongest tornadoes of the night, very devastating. So, what are your thoughts on the Bakersfield, Missouri tornado, Jesse and Levi?
I do think this will go EF4 because, yeah, as you said, we've had several homes, not just one. We've had multiple homes completely destroyed and leveled. I've seen pictures of cars sitting on top of roads and sitting on top of houses and far away from where they were parked. I've seen a lot of images of debarked trees from this tornado and cars just completely mangled. So I do think this will go.
I agree with him.
Before.
Yeah, I personally think this will go EF4 again. In my opinion, I've been saying this for a while. Bakersfield was potentially the most significant tornado of the event. After seeing significant damage from Diaz, Arkansas, I'm going to have to change my bets to that. But again, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, people are significantly affected by this. Again, 3, unfortunately, were killed by this tornado. Again, many more injured. It tracked all the way through South Fork, West Plains, and eventually made its way all the way up to Buren, Missouri. All right, a different tornado, but the same supercell produced an unbelievable tornado. This wind tornado emergency. There's really not much of a better way for me to describe the Van Buren tornado than the reaction that I had on stream whenever the tornado emergency was issued. So I'm going to see if I can find it. Now, in my opinion, to give the Van Buren tornado a tornado emergency and not something like Bakersfield surprises me a little bit, but this was based off of emergency management reporting catastrophic damage. So it is quite possible that was slightly overestimated. But again, either way, I mean, this was a very violent tornado, obviously, that did end up not hitting Van Buren, Missouri, but going just northwest of town here. Let's actually go ahead and bring this up. I think this is actually literally the exact second. We now have a tornado emergency in effect for sections of Missouri. This is now a tornado emergency for Van Buren, Missouri. Tornado emergency. This is the highest level of weather warning that exists. This is a tornado emergency for Van Buren. Take cover now. This is a violent tornado on the ground. That shocked me. So, again, Van Buren, Missouri, this was the point in the stream where I was actually starting to get a little lightheaded. Again, this was legitimately one of the most intense nights of my life, not just with the coverage, but also with the footage that I got after the fact, and knowing that there was a strong tornado that hit my county where I have friends and family that live. But anyway, very significant stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Van Buren tornado has not been rated yet. I could be wrong. It might be an EF3, actually.
Anything on that?
I haven't really seen anything on it, but rating-wise.
Let's see here.
The hard thing about all these tornadoes, though, on Friday night was, I know Davis has already said like 3 times, the radar pulls in that area were horrible.
They were so bad.
You could barely tell anything that was going on with that tornado emergency.
And Van Buren in particular was 120 miles away from the nearest radar. Yeah, certainly, Kevin.
It was impossible to
Gooseman
really tell exactly where that tornado was.
Gooseman, you mentioned earlier, and this is actually a good thing to bring up. On the same day where we were dealing with devastating tornadoes in Mississippi, a magnitude 3 earthquake struck the town of Taylorsville, the same town, same exact town that was hit by a significant tornado the same day. And that's a good segue into Saturday. So again, we went over not all of, and not even close to all of, the significant tornadoes that happened on Friday. There were just so many that we can't physically cover all of them in one stream here. We may have to just do a part 2 another day if we want to get through the rest of those. We've already been live for half an hour, so we're going to go ahead and start to talk about our Saturday event here. Now, obviously, Saturday, just yesterday now, it doesn't even feel like it was just yesterday because I've seen so much about it. I mean, it feels like this happened a week ago, but there was for one of the first times ever, a day 2 high risk of severe weather issued there for sections of Mississippi and Alabama, eventually condensed a little further to the south. And I'm just going to go ahead and toot my own horn here. I hate to be that guy. I literally said before the event started that they should move that high risk further down to the south. Now, there were tornadoes like Gordo, Alabama, further up to the north that were still definitely significant, but the southern mode was much more destructive. First thing I want to talk about, Tylertown. Tylertown, Mississippi has been preliminary rated EF3, I believe. Again, we have 3 confirmed fatalities so far from the Tylertown tornado. Something significant, actually we have 6 confirmed fatalities from the Tylertown tornado. Something I want to note that's very significant here is there were multiple tornadoes that touched down in Tylertown this day. And Jesse, while I go ahead and get the radar up for Tylertown, you were live with me on YouTube covering these tornadoes. Do you want to go ahead and talk about what we kind of had going on in the Tylertown area?
Yeah, so Tylertown got hit by a very big tornado. It went, I believe, to the east side of Tylertown.
It went to the west. The first one did.
The west side, okay. It went to the west side. And then we had multiple tornadoes track through the exact same area. I'm pretty sure Tylertown was under a tornado warning for like 3 hours, something like that, something crazy like that, because we had tornadoes tracking through the exact same area over and over. I'm pretty sure Taylortown had about 3 tornadoes come pretty close to it. So it was a very scary situation for Tylertown, and that was the craziest stream I think I've ever had.
Yeah, it was very intense.
It was intense. It was very heartbreaking.
So, again, Radar Omega was being terrible while these tornadoes were ongoing on both Friday and Saturday, but especially Saturday, we had no radar scans coming in. So what we're going to do is see if now it'll let me bring up scope from my phone here. Come on, dude.
Yeah, so both of the tornadoes that impacted Tylertown, they were both massive wedges. There was a traffic camera that caught both of the tornadoes. They were in the exact same spot. They were about like 30 minutes apart, I believe. They captured 2 different tornadoes. They looked the exact same. And it was just crazy to see multiple tornadoes track through the same areas. It was really heartbreaking. And like Zabis said, those radar scans were they were not very good at all.
Yeah, so
Radar Omega was.
I heard you.
Apparently they ran into some sort of hacking issue. I think that's what was happening.
That was today. There's some funny stuff about that.
That was hilarious.
But anyway, back on topic here. The radar. We kept going back to radar scope because again, Radar Omega was not loading scans during this time or the day at all, and it was at this time. This was one of the first tornadoes of the day. And this made me realize just truly the kind of setup that we were getting ready to have. This was one of the strongest tornadoes that I know Jesse and I have probably both ever covered while live.
Yeah.
The Tylertown area in particular, I believe this is actually the second tornado. This doesn't look like the first one. I think the first one was much more violent here. But this is one of the tornadoes that went just west of Tylertown. And again, Jesse mentioned that live camera. Yes, it is true. There was a traffic camera that picked up both tornadoes from the same camera within an hour of each other. They were both very large wedges. The first one was much larger, and it did end up actually going tornado emergency as the National Weather Service saw that there was a live, intense tornado to violent tornado on the ground near Tylertown. We need to go a little bit further. I guess this was the first tornado. I really thought it was quite a bit more intense than this on radar. Maybe we were looking from...
I think the second one was bigger, but it just...
Was it the second one that was the really big one?
Yeah, the second one was bigger.
Well, anyway, Tylertown impacted by multiple significant tornadoes. Debris was measured on radar up to 35,000 feet up into the atmosphere, which is one of the highest I've ever seen. Mayfield was about 39,000 feet, I believe, at the peak. This was about 35,000 peak. So, incredibly violent tornado. Again, multiple tornadoes, but especially the first one. Killed 6. And again, it has been preliminary rated EF3. Again, we're still seeing more damage come out of the area, but again, it was a very large wedge, likely a quarter to a half mile wide, actually. This is a picture of it. This was a very large point in its lifespan. Again, a huge wedge tornado there. In terms of actual relative size, it was likely the biggest tornado of the day.
Oh yeah, both of them were huge. It was really sad to see the community get hit, and then another tornado come dangerously close to the exact path of the last tornado, because there's really nothing you can do at that point, especially when your house has been slabbed and there's another tornado heading the exact same path. Luckily, they did not hit the exact same areas.
So apparently, our Diaz Arkansas, Missouri tornado now has 6 confirmed fatalities. So very significant stuff. Also, I do want to mention next, we're going to be talking about the Taylorsville, Mississippi tornadoes, plural, because again, this was another town that got hit by multiple tornadoes, but the most significant one was the first one. We're not seeing a tropical storm tomorrow. I don't know why I've seen so many people talk about this, guys. We're not seeing a tropical storm in March. It is not physically possible. But anyway, again, preliminary rated EF3 tornado for Taylorsville, I believe. Again, we're going to be talking about the bigger one, the first one. This tornado had a very large debris signature. Again, this went right through the town. It didn't go around it. It didn't go near it. It went right through the downtown area. We don't have any significant photos of, like, slabbed homes or anything like that, obviously, like we do from some of our other tornadoes from parts of Missouri and Arkansas. Here is a velocity scan from it. Again, we were covering it live, and there were even more intense radar scans than this on scope. But, again, very significant stuff. Why is there a chicken in this picture? In all seriousness, though, again, a lot of damaged homes, significantly damaged. None exactly slabbed, but again, a very large tornado nonetheless. A large cone, too. You could also consider that a small wedge tornado. Anyways.
Yeah, me and Davis were covering the Taylorsville tornado, actually. It looked like it was going to go just to the south of Taylorsville, and then right out as it was about to go south, it took a sharp north turn and went right through the center of town, so, it was very sad to see.
Yeah, that did happen, and this is what the debris signature looked like. Again, a large debris signature indicating debris 20 to 25,000 feet up into the atmosphere in Taylorsville. Very significant, to say the least. Again, very deep, very large, very widespread. Yeah, Force 13 said that there was going to be the potential for Andrea. I'm not going to lie, I don't trust them even a little bit, and there's plenty of reasons I could go into as to why, but I'm not a huge fan of them. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about here. Another tornado that we could not go this stream without talking about, we just could not, the Gordo Alabama tornado. So this was one where we were all here, I want to say. Was Levi here?
Levi was here, I believe. We can't hear you, Levi, if you're talking.
I was.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, yeah, so I don't know why, but I'm just now seeing your guys' face for the first time this stream. I hadn't pulled up the camera still now. No, but Gordo, Alabama was very interesting because it had the most significant debris signature of, I want to say, the entire weekend, other than maybe Tylertown, Mississippi. The Gordo, Alabama tornado was getting towards an area where we had a little bit better radar coverage, but Omega still wasn't loading scans very well. So again, we were intermittently using scope. This was not Gordo. This was the Cordova one. Gordo, here we go. If we take a look at the debris signature here on radar Omega, I don't even think we're going to have to pull it up on scope here because you can see the horrors of it on Omega alone. But if we pull it up, again, just an unbelievably large debris ball. And again, I'm still kind of shocked just looking at that now. This is what that looked like. I mean, again, we were getting down to 0.2 values on the debris signature. It was... Again, the debris was getting kicked up into the lower level jet and thrown for miles. Again, you can see this. Look at this, guys. This is unbelievable. this legitimately looks like Mayfield's debris signature at this point, whenever we had all that debris, and nobody was talking about it at this point. Not a single person I saw was talking about this, but we had so much debris scattered that fell over the Fayette, Alabama area from Gordo. This is not contamination. This is debris. Again, we had a 16-mile wide swath of debris all over Fayette. I believe that's Fayette County there. Anyway, all over the city of Fayette. But again, the actual tornado did end up going through the northwest side of Gordo. And the most interesting photo of damage, in my opinion, from this tornado comes from this home on the northwest side of town. This is a mansion. This is obviously a mansion. This was a 2-story house, and it was significantly damaged. I mean, the entire top story pretty much is taken out here. A lot of exterior wall damage on the first floor as well. Again, a ton of trees falling on it. I believe this has been preliminary rated at EF3. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, again, we had several outbuildings destroyed in their entirety. A lot of homes heavily damaged. But, again, this is another picture here from Gordo, Alabama. Just debris all over this field here. Again, it's crazy. It really is seeing the damage photos from this because, again, there was so many things that were hit by the Gordo, Alabama tornado. There was so much debris. So much.
Taylor, the Gordo tornado was not a tornado emergency. But also, going back to the debris ball, it almost looked like we had a second debris ball. We did not have a second tornado, but there was just so much debris getting caught up in the RFD. And it was so dense, it almost looked like we had a second debris ball. And, yeah, Sam, I did have a viewer who said they were in the Gordo area.
Yeah,
and
sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good.
Okay, the debris from this tornado here. What's up, Dominic? The debris from this tornado, again, was in the atmosphere for hours after the tornado had touched down originally. Again, it not only did it go through Fayette, but it went through a lot of these other communities, but our radar is done at this point in terms of the historical loop, and we're not going to go back. So, again, very significant damage there. Kevin said it might have gotten rated EF2. I'd believe that, because while it was very violent, not violent, but very strong, there's no real contextuals here, I'd say, that support an EF3 rating. Now, it was a cone tornado. It was not a wedge tornado. I don't believe that's an actual picture of it. I think that's just a cover image that they used. But it was not a wedge tornado. It was a cone, but still very large nonetheless.
Yeah.
So, next, I do want to talk about Cordova and some of our other overnight tornadoes. So, a lot of these were a little bit less significant, but still very strong tornadoes through sections of Alabama. Again, Cordova slash the Cordova Coon Creek tornado. Is this the right one? No, this is Campbellville. This is the right one. So the Cordova Campbellville tornado here, another very significant one with a TDS evident on radar. Significant damage to homes. I don't know if this has gotten rated yet. I'm not sure. But I will say, again, another very strong tornado from the damage photos that we've seen. If we actually look from the Cordova, Alabama area, let's pull this up here. This is from 2011. We don't want that. Come on.
2011 photos.
Can't find any pictures of the actual tornado here. Here's a picture of damage. I haven't seen a whole lot from Cordova damage, but I have seen a little bit. Again, I can't find anything of the actual tornado because it's all covered by the historic tornado back in April 27th. But anyway, Wintersville, Alabama's in EF3. Gotcha. But yeah, Cordova, another very strong one. Again, we also had several other strong tornadoes in Alabama that night. Vincent went live for one that ended up going south of Maplesville. It had a pretty impressive TDS. I don't believe this one has been rated quite yet, but we know that there was significant damage to homes, and again, a very deep debris signature there. We also had, a tornado that went over the National Weather Service office. They actually had to take shelter and allow for Atlanta, Georgia's National Weather Service office to take over coverage for this tornado and have reports get sent into them because they actually had to take shelter. Again, you can see that debris signature there before this got too close to the radar. Again, we can actually see it right in here, though, on the 8:07 p.m. scan. Again, it is very deep, a very significant tornado there that went very close to the radar site near Calera, Alabama. Troy, Alabama, that was another one. Was that the one that we were live for towards the end of the night? I don't think so. By the way, after that final stream last night, there was another one that Jesse was live for that was very brief in northeast Alabama, and then we also had some in Tennessee that same evening that Vincent was live for. But yes, Troy, Alabama. This is was this the one we were live for last? I don't know. Let's find out.
True that.
The one we were live for last had a yes, I believe this was it. Yeah. So, yeah, because this went just north of Banks. A very impressive velocity couplet. Again, I really figured this was going to be one of our more significant tornadoes of the night, and it's quite possible that it was. Again, very significant damage. We see damage to residences there on the noted from emergency management. No, a storm chaser. Again, it went just southeast of Troy, northwest of Banks. Again, it had close to 200 gate to gate shear at times. Very strong tornado there. And if we actually take a look, there are damage photos from Troy, I want to say. Excuse me. There are damage photos from Troy, Alabama, I want to say. If we can go ahead and pull that up. By the way, I don't think Van Buren's been rated yet. Again, I really don't think it was as strong as it was made out to be. But Troy, Alabama. Here we go. Look at this. Again, it's hard to describe stuff like this, but significant damage to homes. I mean, significant damage. Has this been given a rating? Yeah, Poplar Bluff is EF3 as of right now, and I think it'll stay there. Troy, Alabama tornado rating. I don't think it has been rated yet.
So, Pete, what is up?
Yeah, if I had to guess, though, this is likely EF2 to EF3 intensity. Here's a picture of mangled debris around a power line that's down at the same time. Mangled debris over cars. I mean, that's insane. Yeah, we were live for this. Here's damage from inside of a Walmart.
It's crazy.
I mean, this is unbelievable stuff. Again, likely an EF3 tornado there, low end, perhaps. So again, while that's not anywhere near all the tornadoes that we had over the weekend, I think we went through most of the significant ones. Am I missing any? I mean, we did have a couple of tornadoes roll through north central Mississippi and northwest Mississippi that were PDS, one of them on Friday night, one Saturday morning, but as of right now, we don't have too many reports from those. So, am I missing anything here, guys?
I don't think so. I did want to point out that our storm chasers actually had almost all of our main ones had a very bad chase. They received damage to their cars or themselves actually. So
shoot, I forgot. We didn't go over the St. Louis tornadoes, so we're just gonna do a very brief rundown here. A couple of significant tornadoes did touch down near St. Louis, Missouri, the most significant one being on the west side of the city, near St. Clair. There were significantly damaged homes. We did have viewers in this area while this happened. But again, I don't think we have any confirmed fatalities yet from this area. And then also, while we're at it, we'll just go ahead and say it. Neoga, Illinois, again, legitimately 15 minutes away from me. EF2 tornado, outbuilding destroyed there, as you can see, a report there, and I can confirm that happened. I went there and saw it yesterday. So, again, significant tornado there on the ground that tracked from Neoga, Illinois to the near Lerna/Charleston area. There were also a few other tornadoes confirmed in eastern Illinois that are not listed here on Omega, and then one tornado in western Indiana there, as you can see. But very significant tornado there. Again, outbuilding destroyed. There was a porch on a home destroyed, and that home was heavily damaged. There was a classroom in the school that was destroyed. Their greenhouse got destroyed. I mean, I keep using the word destroyed, but I actually, again, the ag classroom, I legitimately texted my ag teacher about this. Jesse and Levi know who I'm talking about. We texted him. If you're watching, how's it going? But I texted him, and I showed him that greenhouse. I said, greenhouse got shredded, and, I mean, he was just shocked. Again, we have a lot of people that we know out here in this area. Luckily, as far as I'm aware, everybody's okay. Everybody took the warning quite seriously out here, except for this dude. No, but in all seriousness, everybody took the warning quite seriously out here, and as far as I'm aware, there's no injuries or fatalities from Neoga. Definitely no fatalities, but as far as I'm aware, no injuries.
Yeah, Davis is probably the closest to being one.
Yeah, I probably was, because I was going up to the windows filming Funnel Cloud, but...
Crazy worse.
So anyway, that brings us back to the title of the stream. Will the EF5 drought be broken? And the answer that we can give you to that right now is... We don't know. I got everybody
what
excited.
Satisfying way
Whoa, Tenacious with the $20 donation. You all did a great
donation. Tenacious.
You all did a great job covering this crazy storm system this weekend. Anyone watching who hasn't done it, hit that like button. Thank you so much. W Tenacious down below in the chat. Again, he was here for a lot of our coverage this weekend. So again, huge shout out. You did not have to do that. Thank you so much. So, again,
everyone. Oh my gosh.
Huge thank you to Tenacious for the $20 donation.
Bro, Evan Joe.
Evan, I'll fight you. Anyways, yeah.
Wasteful stream goes crazy.
Imagine getting kicked by Levi.
For real, though, everybody, W Tenacious in the chat.
W Tenacious.
Dude, actually, no.
But anyway, again, we don't know. My opinion, probably. We have had some reliable sources like Matthew Capucci, Max Velocity. Many people say, based off of the damage contextuals that they've seen, it could go EF5. But again, we don't know until it does or it doesn't. I will say it would be pretty anticlimactic for a tornado that didn't even go tornado emergency to be the one to break the EF5 drought after we've had things like Rolling Fork and Mayfield. Greenfield wasn't Torrey, but Greenfield. So many tornadoes that people are like, it's going to go EF5. And then we had this one that people probably weren't even paying attention to because there was poor radar coverage and there were other strong tornadoes on the ground at this time. So,
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I do want to say, if you haven't already, make sure to go watch the video I posted earlier today. I got some footage from the EF2 that we just mentioned there at the end of the stream that hit Neoga, and you guys seem to love that video. It is at 600 views in 5 hours, so huge thank you to everybody that has watched that and liked it. Let's get that video to 100 likes. If you've not already, go check it out, like it. It is the craziest storm footage I've ever had, and we kind of just go over the damage in that area in general. And then we also did a YouTube short here that is doing quite well. Little
yeah,
meme.
By the way, I don't know if we already determined this, but Gordo does not have a rating.
Okay, that's what we thought. Anyway, this is my short.
Oh, look at the STP. Look at these updraft helicity tracks. This is going to be worse than April 27, 2011. This is going to be a killer, mega storm of the century.
But yeah.
Oh, look at the STP.
I mean, guys, did we? I feel like we recapped everything. Are we done?
Did we do the Maples, Maplesville tornado?
Yeah, we did touch on that.
Okay.
Just briefly, because again, Vincent was live
What
for
about
that
the
one.
Levi SWX tornado?
Oh yeah, the Levi tornado. How could we forget the Pevy tornado?
Yeah.
Actually, it is very possible that we did have a tornado touchdown near Murfreesboro because there is significant damage over where we had that rotation.
No, there was an EF1 confirmed.
Okay.
Yeah, my cousin saw it and I didn't. And
Poor
he
Levi
deleted
got,
the
like,
video
cut
that he
out.
got.
That's crazy because he probably doesn't even care.
No, bro. I was like, dude, video it. He was like, shoot, bro. I deleted it out of instinct when I got out of the car. I was like, bro.
Neighbors
Oh my
in Greenup
gosh.
were pretty puzzled after. We already know this is AI generated. After this teenager started going after his neighborhood, spray painting hail span and shouting about supposedly updraft listy tracks and STP with PEE. Police is now on the search. Here's our correspondence, Joyce, with the story. What?
Huh?
Davis, there's only one suspect in mind.
I'm just going to go ahead and pin
That's
that
bad
one.
news. I think it's you.
I don't know. I don't think it was me. Nope. Whoever told you it was me is lying. I don't know. It wasn't me, guys.
Definitely Davis.
It wasn't
Yeah,
me.
it was me, I
Definitely
swear.
that was.
Okay, Vincent just texted us. The Gray Summit, Missouri. This is one of the ones that went through St. Louis. Just got rated EF3. So that's another EF3 for the cards.
W. Nick Kev, the $2.
Hey, Nick Kev with the $2 dono. Thank you, Davis. Doing a great job. I appreciate that. Get some W. Nick Kevs in the chat. Thank you so much. Again, a huge shout out to Nick Kev there for the $2 dono. Again, that helps me know this is going to be a career option for me in the future. And again, I love doing this. I love helping people out. And I know these boys do as well, so make sure to go subscribe to them. We have their ads to their channels in the title. Vincent's doesn't work, and we've tried to fix that. He changed his ad and everything, and it still doesn't work, so that's a rip. But, you know, what can you do?
What the heck?
But again, huge thank you to Nick Kev for that $20 dono. Or, sorry, $2 dono.
Nick Kev.
Alrighty. So,
STP.
chat, should I like clip this stream up like I did with the bingo card stream and turn it into a long form video? By the way, speaking of bingo card, let's check here. Okay, so again, we already had day 6 or later enhanced marked off. We do not have too high risks. Still not 10 plus moderates, obviously. 5 tornadoes, EF4 plus, we don't have. 2 mile wide tornado, no. 100 mile
Honestly,
hour
we're getting
storm.
close to that EF.
Oh, we
Honestly,
did. We had a
um,
95 tour watch. We had multiple.
Yeah, we did. We had
We had like
multiple.
2 or 3, right?
Yeah, we had multiple through sections of Mississippi and Alabama. So, oh,
Oh my
10 with the $20 dono. I'll second that thought.
Yo.
I like that you're taking some time to review some of the storms. I'll go back and watch your video. I like that you're not talking 100 miles an hour so I can understand you better. Old people probably. Yeah, no, I used to do
That's
that all the
targeted.
time, bro. Huge thank you though to Tin for the $20 dono. W10s in the chat. You did not have to do that. Wow. Yeah, that is incredible. So thank you so much.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the second Tylertown tornado was 2 miles wide. That thing was huge, but we're not gonna know for a little bit. But
I doubt it was 2 miles wide because there's only a few tornadoes in history that have been 2 miles wide.
true that.
Like El Reno was 2.6 miles wide for reference. So
yeah, but
but again, huge thank you to 10 for the $20 dono.
Davis, important question for you.
That will go towards my college fund.
What are you expecting for May 24th to the 31st?
Oh my gosh, folks! If you don't already know, Jesse is going to be dealing. He's going to be out chasing May 24th through 31st. Davis says weather Jesse TWX meetup? Question mark.
Yo, maybe.
Question
Who knows,
mark?
who knows? We might be out chasing. Who knows?
In all seriousness,
Drive
though,
up to Illinois.
in all seriousness, it just depends if there's anything going on in my area around then, right, Jesse? Because you said you're just going to be chasing wherever stuff happens, right?
Yeah, wherever stuff happens. And
Sweet. So, I mean, honestly, that time of year, there's a good chance that you will end up finding yourself in Illinois. And if you're anywhere near Illinois, or if you're in Illinois, we can meet up there. Because, again, obviously, I am only allowed to chase in-state right now. But
That'd be sick.
I still need to do my first chase. Because, again, I couldn't do it this weekend because it was after midnight. I did my first driving today, though. It's probably for the best that my first driving ever was not in a tornado. Anyway, That's 2 spots on the bingo card marked off now, chat.
That's insane.
We could literally
also,
get there.
I do want to point out, Sam, you saying that there wasn't going to be a high risk this year kind of aged like fine wine.
Oh, crap. We got some
That was
drama.
hilarious. I'm just kidding. Love you, Sam.
He's not kidding. He's serious. No,
I'm serious.
So, where was the day 6 or late? Yeah. So, if we do get EF5 marked off, which at that point I wouldn't even care about this stupid bingo card anymore. That would be insane. But in all seriousness, if we do get EF5 marked off, then we're going to be only 2 spots away from a bingo, and the other 2 are relatively easy. We've got considerable severe on Long Island. That'll be pretty easy over the summer. EF3 plus in December is going to be a little harder, but it has happened for the past couple of years. So it happened in 2024 with Port Arthur and Bude and several others, and it happened in 2023 with Clarksville. 2022, I think it even happened. I think we had an EF3 plus in December, because wasn't there a significant end-of-year outbreak in 2022, or am I tripping?
I think there was. Also, 2021, I just can't remember. Dang. There must...
oh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe
totally not a
I don't
virus.
remember if there was an EF3 plus in December in 2021. We'll have to find out.
Wow.
No.
Yeah.
Let's see, though. December. This is whenever they listed it. Weird. There was. Okay, so there was an EF3 plus in December. So we've had an EF3 plus in December for the past 4 years. I'm sure it goes even further back, because I know we had one in 2020. So that's pretty significant. If we get EF5 crossed off after the Diaz Arkansas tornado, we're good.
If that does happen, we're going to be talking about that tornado for years. I can already hear all the documentaries being cooked up.
Or
right
if
now.
it doesn't, we're still going to be talking about it for years.
True that.
Because people are going to be like, why is it not an EF5?
It's going to be like Mayfield and Greenfield.
You were under a
I don't
Tor
know.
E? Are you serious? You were, weren't you?
Bruh.
Because aren't
I'm
you...
glad you're okay, my dude.
I forget what your area is again.
So he's either in Tylertown or Van Buren.
It's Mississippi.
Um,
I remember that. I don't remember the town. I thought you were like a little further west. I thought you were in the Magnolia area.
He was in the Tylertown Tory then. Dude, you must have been under like 20 PDS warnings, bro. Not actually 20,
Yeah.
but... Yeah, Sam did get a new mic. His new mic looks sick.
Sweet. Hopefully I'm getting a new computer late this year, because
Oh, yeah.
we've been talking about it, and this thing is not good enough to stream with chasers and radar. So, and honestly, if it becomes urgent enough, I might just buy a personal computer before then, but I don't want to waste a lot of money on something like that whenever I already have a family computer. Got to save up, be responsible.
Hey. Yeah, I'm currently gonna start saving up money for a new mic. I think the reason my
do,
stream
Jared.
crashed twice was because I was on some dookie hotel Wi-Fi. If it crashes later in the year, then I'm gonna be sad because I dropped like almost $1,000 on this PC. I worked all summer. That'd make me saddened.
He did. He really did. It's crazy.
Almost like $300 short. But
Alrighty. So you know what? We're gonna go ahead and do this so that we remember which ones we're finished with. We're gonna write done. We're gonna shrink the text down to 60. And we're gonna put it over day 16. We gotta shrink it a little bit more there.
you know what we should do next year?
What should we do?
We should all make bingo cards, and then like
See which ones get filled out.
yeah,
That'll low-key be sick.
and then like whoever wins first gets bragging rights or something. Or I get some Davis does weather merch if I win.
Then I just like put tornado in Tennessee, tornado in Alabama.
Well, yeah, but you have to make it realistic. You have
Yeah,
to
we
make it
gotta,
something
like,
challenging. Look at Levi and Jesse's beautiful faces. Here they are.
I'm beautiful.
Shit.
Straight from Davis. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, too bad you're never mind. I'm not gonna say that on stream. I'm not gonna say that on stream. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Jesse. No, I made him leave. I'm so sorry. That was so mean of me.
That was crazy work.
Jesse, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it.
Can you guys please tell Davis to stop being in meanie pants?
I'm sorry, Jesse.
I
I'm
need
just
to
kidding.
stop.
You guys don't know what he was gonna say, but just like trust.
Yeah,
me.
they don't know what
If y'all don't know, Jesse is 6'3".
Yeah. I'm 6'3".
Yeah, we can tell by the way he just stood up there. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, he left.
Oh. GG is that.
It's not what you guys were thinking I was gonna say. They think I was gonna say a slur.
Also, Jarrett, what the actual freak? That's kind of.
It's crazy work.
That's funny.
Guys, CapCut is stupid. I made my own watermark and put it in my video, and that it wants to ask if it wants me to remove my own watermark that I added.
LeBron.
Shit.
Anyways.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, you can spill the lore. Go ahead.
So basically,
That person might be watching your channel right now.
all right. Well, if that person's watching my
I'm
channel,
texting the group chat.
what?
I'm the gang.
Send the stream to the group chat. I'm gonna leak it on stream.
I'm gonna like overreact. I'm gonna be like, it was so sad.
Yeah, be like, no, actually though, like act depressed. Be like, I'm still so sad. I'm genuinely upset.
I'm so short. What am I ever gonna do? Just kidding.
This kid actually texted the group chat. Oh nah.
No way.
Oh nah. Did the stream crash? No. Okay, we're good. It lagged though.
Okay.
Oh no. Guys, this probably means nothing to you, but this is our lore here.
This is essential.
This is a core part in the Teenage Weather Enthusiast lore, the plot story, the plot line. Oh, there's Lucas. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Storm Under Media Raid!
Never. Don't
great.
Don't join.
Yo!
Don't do the lore.
Yo. Storm Runner Media Raid. Oh my goodness.
We were not up to suspicious
Holy crap.
activities, trust.
Yeah, trust. Storm Runner Media's chat. We were not under suspicious activities.
I don't know if it worked or not, but it said SRM and their viewers just joined.
They tried. I don't know if it worked.
Did it?
Oh, there they are. Storm Runner Media
Oh
Raid.
my gosh, here we go. How's
Here
it
we go,
going,
Storm
chat?
Runner Media Raid.
Thank you so much to DL and Gear. If you guys are watching, you guys are goated. As always, thank you so much. W Storm Runner Media in the chat, everybody. Welcome to everybody coming in from Storm Runner Media. If you're not aware, we just spent an hour and a half discussing the tornado outbreak that we had over the weekend. It was a really good stream. And we were just about to end off, but I don't think we're going to next. We got a very large crowd here now. So thank you very much to Storm Runner Media. Again, if you are new here, make sure to subscribe. We do this every day for all areas all across the country. Again, Storm Runner Media is awesome. We love them over here. And they've been nothing but great to us. So
W Storm Runner Media. Holy crap.
yeah, W Storm Runner Media. Seriously.
Great people.
Let's see if we can hit, let's see if we can hit 3410 subs. We're already at 3414.
Wow.
All right, let's see if we can hit 3420.
Oh yeah, I gotta make sure my hair looks good, Pete. You're right. I gotta
do it,
impress
chat.
Storm Runner Media's their stream.
Yeah, just in case Lexi joins.
Chill.
No, I got that under control. I got you.
LeBron.
Dude, WSRM though.
Yeah, in all seriousness, W Storm Runner Media. We're at 34:15. We are now 5 away. Again, guys, we did 15 hours of coverage this weekend, so I am quite beat. So sorry if I'm a little low energy tonight, but
Yeah, I did 11 hours. It was that's the most I think I've ever streamed.
same.
8 hours.
Hey, Garrett
one night, it
Thompson,
was
W, you
crazy.
guys keep up the great work. Thank you so much.
W Storm Morning Media.
Oh, and Stormrunner Media with the $5 dono. Let's go. Can we start a super chat train? That would be a W. That would be high key a W. Thank you so much, Stormrunner Media, for the $5 dono.
I'm super chatting. I'm super chatting, guys. Hold on. I'm going on with this train. We're gonna make a super chat train.
W Stormrunner Media.
Dude, I wish my card worked with YouTube.
In all seriousness, thank you so much, though.
All right, guys. I'm helping out to the train.
I don't know why I didn't have your account as a mod. Jesse with the $2 dono. W Jesse, if you're watching. I don't know if you're still watching or not, Jesse. No. Thank you so much, though, Jesse. Seriously.
I'm in Culver.
W Jesse in the chat. Spam it up. W Stormrunner Media. W Jesse. Jesse kept the trail. I can't fit them all on my screen now. Dang it.
Yeah, get the train going. Let's go.
Thank you so much, there, Jesse. And again, Stormrunner Media. I'm assuming it was DL Scales on the account.
WDL.
But either way, huge W to Garrett Thompson and DL Scales. Again, they were also out there down in Mississippi this weekend. They did even more work than we did. Roadster Jim!
Oh my god!
With the $20 dono. W Roadster Jim in the chat. Let's go.
Crap. That's massive.
Thank you so much. Y'all are actually crazy for that. Dude, thank you so much. Again, another person that has been very helpful to this channel. And Eric Stewart with the $2 donation.
Let's go.
Dude, you guys are crazy. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Massive. Y'all are actually insane. Again, thank you to everybody that's donated. Let's get Jim up there again. Jim, huge thank you to Jim for the $20 dono. And then let's also get Eric up there with the $2 dono. Again, huge thank you to Eric as well. Again, W Jesse for the $2 dono. W Stormrunner Media.
I got you, dude. I got you. You got nudged.
Let's go. It's crazy work.
Cameron Nixon. Bro, for real, Davis got money for Harvard at this point. Just kidding.
If y'all have your PayPal set up?
I'm getting mine set up like this.
I have a Venmo.
I don't have Venmo.
He has a Venmo.
I don't have PayPal either. I don't know why I asked that.
I don't have PayPal either.
I spaced out for some reason. I thought I had a PayPal set up.
That's okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to taunt you like that.
No, you didn't taunt me. Don't worry. Chat's getting that's crazy.
Guys, did we do a Tornado March Madness? Wait, March Madness started this weekend, right?
It did. It did.
But I put this community post out like a week ago or something.
I went to Buffalo Wild Wings and got cheese curds after 8 hours of severe weather coverage. And people were going crazy with March Madness, so it was kind of funny.
Kevin, you just got the pin of shame. I hope you realize.
Oh my gosh. Kevin.
Oh,
let's go.
$10 dono from Gina. Gina. Thank you so much. Again, y'all are crazy. Wow. WGN in the chat, spam it up. Again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. This has been an incredible stream.
Wow.
Again, this is literally one of the best communities out there, bro. The weather community is just so generous.
100%.
Again, thank you so much for the
chasers and everyone too.
Do what?
Yep. Jim.
All the chasers too are super supportive. Like, of course, SRM.
Yeah.
Got Freddie.
Yeah,
everyone.
Huge shout out to all the chasers. Again, Stormrunner Media in particular, though, has helped out so much. So, with all of us.
Stormrunner Media.
Stormrunner Media is a G.
They've carried all of our channels.
They really have. That was my first, like... that was kind of whenever this channel really started doing really well, was a Stormrunner Media raid. So thank you so much.
I've gotten a Davis's weather raid before. That was crazy.
Guys, I'm calling it. By the end of this season, Davis hits 10K.
Bro, let's do it.
What?
Let's see if we can hit 3420 chat. We're at 3417 at the moment. Again, huge thank you to everybody that's donated. Thank you to Tenacious, Jim, Tin, Gina, Stormer, me, Elaine with the $10 dono. Oh my goodness, first super as well from Elaine there.
Elaine.
Thank you so much. We actually have a donation chain going. This is insane. Again, y'all are crazy for this. David Stefaniak.
What is up? Welcome to the stream, man.
That's my last name.
I recognize you from Twitter there, sir.
Chat, let's get Davis to 100 likes too. He's like 18 likes away. We got that.
But yeah, thank you to Tenacious, Jim, Tin, Gina, Elaine, Stormwater Media, Nick, Jesse, Eric, and Blaine for all the donations.
Of course.
And extra thank you to Jesse.
Of course, man.
Seriously,
My
thank you
$2
guys so much.
coming in clutch.
Y'all are crazy for this. Y'all did not have to do that. Again, it really is heartwarming to know that this is going to be a potential for me and so many others in the future. Again, guys, this next upcoming generation of weather enthusiasts, I think, is going to be insane.
Oh yeah, we're stacked.
We are.
We literally have Mr. Storm, Davis, and Jesse.
And Libra.
I could Dominic,
Yeah.
but I kind of want to save it for college fund, stuff like that. If I do end up going to college, which I think I want to do. I think I do want to go to college for meteorology, but things change so much. I don't know, dude.
I feel that.
But in total, we have almost $100 of donations this stream, so thank you all so
That's
much.
huge.
And on top
Yeah,
of ad revenue, we're probably very close to it. So again, huge thank you to you guys. That's crazy. The only problem is, again, in the end, I'm getting less than half that back after YouTube's cut and then taxes, but it's still amazing. So again, you guys
Get
are
that PayPal
amazing.
set up.
I know, bro. I need to do that. I need to do that, dog.
Honestly, PayPal's probably
Jesse was
Especially
locked
for your
in
like
there.
y'all squad streams. For your y'all squad streams,
yeah.
that'll be nice so that everyone gets like.
And there's no money taken away.
Yeah, I'm doing my, by the way, guys, the next Y'all Squad stream, because we still have a lot of money to donate. We've got like another $400 coming in, is going to be probably next week. My next payment is supposed to be sometime between the 21st and the 26th, so I'm going to try to do it nearly as soon as I get the money. Because I want everybody to know that I really do want to help people as much as possible here. Because, again, the past few weeks have been big. You know what? Tell her to pull up.
No. Maybe.
We got some off-camera beef going on here, chat.
Trust. Some inside lore.
Yeah. WSRM raid and
Yeah, WSRM for the raid. Thank you so much.
It's huge.
And again, thank you to everybody that donated and tuned in. Airborne Animations donated $1,000. That's
What?
good.
what was that lag there? We're chilling.
Again, it genuinely is heartwarming knowing that. What? It genuinely is heartwarming knowing that we have this kind of. Again, I never thought I would get to the point. Whenever I first turned donations on, I never expected this generosity. And again, this is like an every stream thing now too, which is insane. So thank you guys so much. I'm trying not to laugh because this is seriously, I am very thankful, but something interesting is going on.
Okay. My bad.
Kevin Joyce with
Okay, I'm sorry, guys.
your words, not mine, is crazy. Kevin Joyce, what is that?
What did Kevin do?
Look at the new Kevin.
Alright,
Joyce
I'm okay,
account.
chat. I'm okay. I'm sorry.
Is that the main act? Did he change his main account back to Kevin Joyce with a Shrek profile picture? No, he didn't.
Elaine, what
This is a
town
new
was
account.
which EF4 were you near? The Diaz one, or I guess that was preliminary actually, but that's crazy. Praying for everybody who was affected by these tornadoes. That was one of the most insane outbreaks I think I've ever covered live. No, I think that was the most insane I've ever covered.
Yeah, I would agree with that. From on my end as well, I'm saying. I mean, that was so early season as well. It's insane. I mean, that was legitimately probably the biggest tornado outbreak of the year.
Yeah.
And it was March. So.
Near Larkin.
Are you a home in Diaz, Arkansas? Because I could crack your slab right now.
What?
All right.
No, what?
So I think that's probably where we're going to end off this stream chat. What's up, Sanja?
That's an interesting note to end on.
Yeah, I do unfortunately have to go, though. So I want to thank you all so much for tuning in and all the donations and everything. And again, huge shout out to Storm Media because they're the ones that sent all you guys over here. But again, huge thank you to Tenacious, Jim, stop nudging us, Howard, Tin, Gina, Elaine, Storm Media, Nick, Jesse, Eric, Blaine. Special thank you to Jesse and Levi for joining me this stream. Again, in all seriousness, though, I mean, this was the biggest tornado outbreak that we've seen so far in 2025, obviously. And it's concerning because this could be just a precursor for what's to come. So anyway, thank you.